friends over for a sleepover. There were 4 of them, not including my sister. So I was in the basement playing Fortnite on my Xbox, and my sister and her friends came down to just chill and stuff. So I was sitting on the floor with my head up against the couch, and they all came and sat on the couch, and one of them sat right behind my head, like right between her legs, and she started playing with my hair. My sister was like, "What are you doing?" And her friends were just like, "It's fine, you don't own your brother." So I was just like, but I didn't really mind. It was just weird because my sister was right there. So for the next couple hours I'm just hanging out with them and showing them how to play Fortnite and shit. So then my sister and one of her friends went upstairs to go to sleep. So now I'm just left here alone with 3 of her friends. So they were just talking about how they were bored and stuff, and one of them said she had an idea. She said we should play strip Fortnite. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on? But at the same time I was feeling some type of way low. So they asked if I want to play, and at first I was like IDK, because what if my sister came back down, but eventually I gave in. I mean, what type of guy would say no to that unless they are gay? So the rules of the game were whenever you get a kill, every bot else has to take 1 piece of clothing off. This was back when Fortnite recently came out, so it was harder to get killed. So the one that was playing with my hair earlier, who I kinda had a crush on now, started playing and she died right when she dropped. Then I started playing and started going try hard, cause you know, I wanted to see some titties, lol. So I get my first kill and they are just like, "How are you so good, lol?" And they all take off their socks. So I was pretty disappointed, but I didn't say anything, I just kept playing. Then I started getting sandwiched, but I still got a kill, but then I died. So I'm just smiling at them and they were just like, "Okay, let's take off our bras from under our shirts." So I'm just like, "Bruh," and they just laugh. So then the 2 other girls wanna play together, because back then you could play Fortnite with 2 controllers for some reason. Somehow they get a kill, so me and the one I had a crush on had to strip, lol. So I just take off my shirt since I had no socks to take off, and she had to take off her shirt, but she had no bra on under, so you know. So at first she didn't want to, but then the 2 other girls kind of talked her into it, and she just turned towards me and pulled up her shirt and her melons came bouncing out, lol. Damn, my hot dog got hard as fuck. So then she's just covering her pepperonis with her hands and I gave her a blanket, cause, you know. So then it's her turn to play again and she fucking dies again. So now I start playing and I drop tilted and start getting them quick kills. So I get like 3 kills. So I told them that they are gonna have to take off everything, and they all start laughing and shit. So they decide they are gonna turn all the lights and the TV off so I can't see. So I'm sitting on the couch and they turn off the lights and you start hearing them taking off their clothes and they're just giggling and shit. So then I feel one of them sit on my lap. Oh yee, that shit feel god. I started feeling upon her and she grabbed my hands and put them on her melons, lol. Then I felt the 2 other girls sitting next to me and they asked if I wanted to play freaky Fortnite. I'm like, yeah, obviously. So then I turned my TV back on and they covered themselves with a blanket and they were like, "If you win the match we'll give you some triple sloppy toppy." So I got into another Fortnite game and I knew I had to get that dub. So dropped it to OG Haunted Hill so I could camp the whole game. I was hidden in all dem bushes, man. So I was ass and lost a match, but it was cool cause I still got that triple sloppy toppy, lol. So I was sitting on the couch, ya dig, and they was all licking my long slong, but the lights were still off so I couldn't really see what was going on, man, but I could feel one of them sucking the tip and the 2 others on the side. Felt like I was in heaven. So like I'm sitting there on the couch and I start hearing someone coming down the stairs. And I was like, damn, I ain't even get a chance to release my pollen yet. Then they started going crazy on my dingo dong and I busted a fat nutcracker in like 2 seconds. Then like they all started putting their clothes on and I pulled my pants back up and damn, I really thought I was gonna be making a hot dog with 3 extra buns that night. So then my sister and her friend came into the room and just saw us sitting on the couch and my sister was like, "Why is your shirt off?" And I was like, "It was getting hot in here." And she was like, "You perv," and I was like, "That's not what I meant." And she was like, "Stop trying to impress my friends with your belly creases." So then her and her friends turned the TV on and started watching Netflix and my sister walked over to the couch and she was like, "WTF is this sticky stuff I just stepped in?" And I was like, "Oh shit."